So we've been hearing for a very long time that the S23 Ultra from Samsung will feature a massive 200 megapixel camera. But what about the other thing? Well, Samsung actually recently filed a patent titled, and this is all thanks to Galaxy Club. Now, if you're thinking what that actually means, it's the IBIS technology. So it's not the lens are moving, it's the camera sensor to stabilize the footage. That is actually really brilliant when you think about how smaller the image sensors are in the phones. If you're guessing about the optical image stabilization or OIS, this is where the lens image actually moves around to adjust the footage. Now this recent patent also talks about a periscope telephoto lens with a sensor shift technology. That means the periscope camera might just come with this technology and the standard camera will just gonna have the OIS. Now if you're talking about the 200 megapixel camera, then there are some things you should know. ICE Universe is 100% sure that the S23 Ultra will have a 200 megapixel sensor. It will be a 1/1.3 inch sensor in size. And on top of that, it will have a 0.6 micrometer size pixels and a bigger aperture of f1.7 for getting in more light in low light scenarios. For reference, the S22 Ultra's 108 megapixel sensor is 1/33 inch sensor with 0.8 micrometer size pixels and f1.8 aperture. Then it seems like the 200 megapixel sensor is barely that bigger. And that's the only reason why the S23 Ultra's design will look almost same as the S22 Ultra. That's the only reason why the camera cutout of the S23 Ultra looks a little bit bigger than the S22 Ultra's one, but not by that much. But then if you're thinking, it is still quite a bit bigger than the iPhone 14 Pro's 48 megapixel sensor. Now definitely, this patent doesn't guarantee that Samsung will actually implement this technology in the S23 Ultra, but there is still a lot of months away from the S23 Ultra's launch, so we can hope for this, right? But recently also Galaxy Club stated that the S23 Ultra, even though will have an upgraded main sensor, will not have a different periscope sensor or zoom sensor. It will still feature two 10 megapixel cameras, one with 3x capabilities and one with 10x zoom capabilities. No, nothing is different here. And the same can be said about the screen size and the battery life, because it will have the same 6.8 inch Quad HD Plus panel and the same resolution as well as same battery capacity, 5000 mAh battery. But the difference would be in the display is that this year it will be much more brighter, about more than 2000 nits of peak brightness, peak outdoor brightness it will have. And the same time, the biggest difference would be in the inside. That's the faster Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Now, if you want to know more about the chip, then definitely you can check out my video on this channel because it's just going to be crazy. But one thing that I can say about the S23 and the S23 Plus though, they're not going to see the same kind of display technology upgrade either. Like they're still going to have the same 1080p panels and the same 48 to 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, but it is still the LTPS panel, not the LTPO panel. Now, if you talk about the battery capacities, then it was leaked that the S23 Plus will have a guaranteed 4700 mAh battery, which is really fantastic considering it will have the same thickness as the S22 Plus. Brilliant. But what about the S23's capacity? Well, we don't have an idea, but it will be somewhere a little bit more, about 3900 mAh battery or so. That's still a speculation at this point. We have to wait for more news to come in, or you can subscribe this channel for that. But as far as the camera sensors on the S23 and S23 Plus are concerned, well, there are not going to be any changes at all. The most thing you can expect is in the software. And I hope this year Samsung will probably gonna upgrade the One UI operating system to a certain extent that it will feel like a massive upgrade. So people will be tempted to buy these devices more. But other than that, we have seen the leaked renders. The flat sides are the new thing of every single Galaxy phones, but that's probably it. The S23 Ultra will have much thinner chin and it will have symmetrical bezels all around. So that might just make you happy or might just make you sad. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of the new generation Samsung Galaxy S flagships? And before the outro, here's one big important thing. Trust me, this is the best freaking wallpaper pack I have ever created. This is the Agate Series 3 wallpaper pack. This wallpaper pack has 18 super high resolution 8K wallpapers custom made for your tablets, laptops, and your smartphones. You can visit the link in the description below to check out, or simply visit my website johndavid.com for a lot more than these wallpapers, tech news, and so many stuffs. So yeah, definitely visit it. Until the next one, bye and take care.